La 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 la. La 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 la. Not Moses on the mountain, not Sinai wrapped in flame, not Passover in Egypt with the blood upon the frame. This one starts in shadows between prophets and the Christ, when the temple was defiled by a king who priced the light. They outlawed law and Sabbath, put idols in the place where prayers once rose like incense. Now it reeked of shame. A family lit a fire when the empire said obey, and the oil was barely breathing, but it burned anyway. No thunder, no Red Sea, just a faithful few would rather bleed. So light it when the world goes dark, when power thinks it owns the spark, when kings decree what God allows and faithful men refuse to bow. 8 nights preaching what empires deny, the Lord still rules, the light survives. Call it history, call it fate, it's the feast that Jesus kept. It's written in the old books, the ones some shelves don't keep, between the Psalms you memorized and prophets you can't tweet. Maccabees remembers what martyrs always do, that death is not the end when resurrection's true. Hanukkah dedication, 8 nights holding ground, when the law was outlawed and the faithful wouldn't bow. The temple cleansed, rededicated, oil that should have failed, but God's not bound to odds or law or any pagan empire's tale. No crown, no army's might, just truth that wouldn't go out quietly. So light it when the world goes dark, when power thinks it owns the spark, when kings decree what God allows and faithful men refuse to bow. 8 nights preaching what empires deny, the Lord still rules, the light survives. Call it history, call it fate, it's the feast that Jesus kept. Relax, we're not stealing holiday, we've got saints stacked wall to wall. If Catholics added 8 more feasts, we'd never leave the hall. Not our feast to calendar, not ours to rearrange, just tipping our hat to history when God proved he doesn't change. Here's the problem for the footnotes, you can pick which side you choose. Either Maccabees is scripture or tradition carried truth. Jesus kept a feast you can't explain without a bigger frame. Either scripture's more than 66 or tradition bears his name. Not written as a command, not footnoted or named, but the word made flesh showed up and sanctified the flame. John says he walked in winter in Solomon's old hall. Feast of dedication, not commanded but recalled. No temple left standing now, no altar carved in stone, but the light stood in the cold that day and claimed the feast as his own. Not the building, not the walls, not the oil, not the flame,